Hello, my name is Victor Vogel. Just want to share a little bit of information. I want to focus on taking the experience I've had over 35 years, both in organizational change and organizational cultural change and organizational communication change and organizational effectiveness, leadership development, executive coaching, and a lot of time I've spent in building high performance teams. And today, even more important is that whole idea about the leadership role and where that is relative to things like artificial intelligence and technology and how that applies today in leadership. So I'm retired. I've spent 35 years as a consultant in executive positions like vice president in positions centered around helping leaders get the most out of their people. More of a human resource organizational perspective. And during that period of time, I've discovered there are a lot of things that have changed and will continue to change over time, and you'll have to adapt to. But there are some basic principles, there are some key values and concepts. Regardless of what happens in the future with technology, you're still dealing with people. And these particular concepts are important to grasp and understand. Sometimes you learn them by hard knocks, and other times you're lucky enough to find somebody that is a mentor who can help you understand them before you stumble into all the problems. Either way, you should learn and grow from your failures and expect to fail. Expect to fail, but expect to grow. So during this period of time, I am now retired. I hope to share some of this wisdom and knowledge that I've gained over the years and hope younger leaders coming up through the ranks will be more successful in their jobs. It, we are really in short supply of good leaders in this country and around the world for that matter. So I hope to spend some time helping anybody who's interested in doing that. And if you are, that's fine. I'll be glad to sit down and talk with you and see whether we're a fit. And if we are, then I'll be glad to work with you. I can do that via the system I'm coming to you from now, which is a virtual system that allows me to communicate as if I'm right next to you and to do assessments and a variety of other things if we feel those are necessary down the road. So I hope this provides a little information about me. Like I said, I have over 30 years in business consulting. I've been inside corporations as a vice president level in the human resources area. I've been a vice president in the consulting area. I've operated both domestically and internationally with billion-dollar organizations and just a mom and pop business. So I've had a variety of consulting experience and experience in business. I've spent some time. One of my best projects, I spent 5 years helping within the oil and gas industry, helping a corporate office reorganize, restructure itself to become more effective and understand the roles between the field operations and the corporate office. During that period of time, I managed up to 12 or 14 major consulting firms at one time on that project. Consulting firms in the old days, this is back when, Arthur Andersen, Watson Wyatt, and many of the ones that are still here today. But I managed a team of external consultants as a consultant within a corporate office, helping them to get a handle on how they could better operate as a corporate function to help field operations and partner with field operations and define clear roles, etc. So those are the kinds of things that I've been involved in. It's been a wonderful period. I love leadership. I think it's something that everybody ought to strive for if it's right for you. It may not be right for everybody, and part of that is I'm pretty honest consultant, so I'm going to pretty much tell you whether or not you have a tendency or desire, whether I think that's a direction you should go or not. It, if you're even thinking about leadership, it's one of the hardest jobs you'll ever have in your life because people have so many variables that you have to deal with. But it's also one of the most rewarding roles. I have a lot of people who I've coached and developed who have been successful executives in many different companies and industries. So, if you're interested, please contact me or send me any kind of information you might need. We can get together on a virtual connection that I use. I tend to use my own virtual connection. It's better, it's easier than most. And I'll be glad to spend some time with you discussing that. I'm trying to keep my fee structure down low enough where anybody can use me for any period of time. I don't have overhead like I used to have as a major consultant going to big corporations and traveling, so I can reduce that fee structure down quite a bit. So if it's reasonable and you think this is something that might help you, I'll be glad to work with you.